So, how do I start this? I think I'm just gonna... Oh wait, it's already recording. Well, whatever. Welcome to my Prussia guide. I'm gonna go over the main parts of Prussian gameplay, and I'm gonna tell you about some simple unit layouts you could use against any opponent based off how many points you've got. Please note, this guide is purely for the Age of Rivals time period, and the game is still subject to changes. So anything I say here might not be true in a later version of the game. The core of Prussian gameplay is using your artillery, buying time wherever you can, and getting decisive infantry engagements instead of drawn-out fights. There are three types of artillery you should use. The horse artillery for more aggressive gameplay, the 6-point Krupp artillery and the mortar for being less aggressive. The good thing about Krupps is that these monsters all deal 1 extra damage, and they have breech loaders, allowing to shoot twice per turn, so they have a pretty strong damage output. With these two bad boys, you have to watch out how you position yourself, as you cannot shoot over your own units. You can either just integrate them into the line or do something fancy like this, as long as you give them line of sight on the enemy. With the howitzer, you don't have to be as careful, as you can fire over any obstructions, meaning you can place them behind your line and still hit the enemy. When defending your artillery, you just have to watch out for possible threats and anticipate the opponent's next move, but you can always fall back and deal with flanking attacks against your artillery at first, as there's no need for you to engage the enemy without your artillery support. How to buy time. If you're at a choke point like this, it's pretty easy to buy time. Just stop him from crossing and that's it. On open field, however, you pretty much have to skirmish with the whole army, meaning you exchange a few volleys with the enemy and then fall back. If you're facing an opponent with rifles, this might not be as easy, but utilizing a tech column you can still do it, or you're using Bavarians, which can be equipped with the Bavarian Werder rifles, which are rifled breech loaders. But why should you even set that much focus on something like that? Because every turn the enemy doesn't move forward is a turn more, the artillery can fire at the enemy, and on top of that, you're pretty sure to win most of the short engagements, as all your units have breech loaders equipped. You might be asking why you should bother fighting with infantry when you have great artillery and can just sit at range and bomb the enemy to death. First of all, the enemy won't wait for you to shoot them down one by one. You also have great infantry as well, as the infantry has breech loaders and most of the units have efficiency allowing for great maneuverability. When engaging an enemy up front, you should focus on one flank, outflank him there with an attack column, as you have efficiency and can change the formation and move in one turn. Then destroy his line from the side, as you have nice flanking shots through that maneuver. Now I'm gonna tell you about some basic layouts you can always use against any enemy. Note, you can change the howitzer with the other big Krupp gun from earlier, but if you do, you have to think about positioning. And who likes thinking anyways? So I'm just gonna go with the howitzer here. Also, every unit mentioned is equipped with the best weapon possible, meaning Bavarians have their rifled breech loaders equipped, and the rest of the units is equipped with breech loaders. For 1000 points you can go for 4 line infantry, 1 howitzer and 1 hussar. Or, if you want to be a little more maneuverable, you can change the howitzer for a horse Krupp gun and spend the rest of the points on another hussar. For 1500 points, you just increase the amount of troops overall. With 2000 points, you can go for a little more quality with 2 foot guards, 2 howitzers, 4 Bavarian line infantry with the Bavarian Werder rifles, and 2 hussars. Alright, so this was my Prussia guide. I hope you enjoyed it, even though it got a little bit shorter than expected. If you have questions or suggestions, feel free to comment down below, and see you all on the battlefield.